Having a bad or an evil image has traditionally been a good thing in the world of motorcycles. A lot of designers have tried to incorporate such elements to their bikes in order to give them a demonic character. For Ducati designers though, this seems to be the brief. I mean, look at the Monster, the Multistrada, the 1299 Panigale. All of them seem to have a sort of demonic character to the design. The motorcycle that we have with us today though is what the devil would ride if he really wanted to ride a motorcycle. Plus, it's named after the devil. So it's time to check if the Ducati Diavel really stands up for what it's named. Fondness or dislike for this trend doesn't matter much though, because such motorcycles stand out to the extent that even if ugly to some, they are captivating. The new Yamaha R1, the Kawasaki H2 are two such examples, and the Ducati Diavel is no different. It's hard to find a symphony between the interplay of lines and creases on this motorcycle, but it doesn't matter. The low height, long wheelbase, blacked out details, and a beastly design come together to give the Diavel a stance that goes along with its name. Tucked in neatly is the heart of this devil, a Testa Stretta 11-degree L-twin liquid-cooled engine with 4 desmodromically actuated valves per cylinder, displacing a total of 1198.4 cc. It's way more than a cruiser once you give it the full beat. More on that in a while, but let's first understand what this engine is all about. Another good thing about this engine is it uses ride-by-wire technology. So what that does is it gives you access to different features like 3 riding modes: sport, touring, urban. It also gives you access to different levels of traction control. Channeling the power to the rear wheels through a chain drive is a 6-speed transmission. Now the transmission in particular isn't really smooth. It's a little clunky, and finding the neutral can be a problem at times. But this engine with this amount of raw power and all of the package, how does it work in the real world? It's time to find out. Urban, this mode actually is well suited since the progressive throttle response makes life easy in heavy traffic, and although limited to 100 horsepower, the power is more than you'd mostly need. Also, the Ducati Traction Control, or DTC as they call it, is set at level 6 in this mode. Touring mode gives access to all of the 162 horsepower, but throttle response is smooth and power delivery is progressive. The sport mode is where the Diavel stamps with authority why it's named after the devil. With full power available, throttle response is sharp and programmed for maximum acceleration. DTC2 goes down to level 2, which means the computer would kick in only when you're feathering the boundaries of traction. Let's talk about the way this motorcycle handles. Now by the looks of it, the Diavel seems to weigh closer to dark matter. But this is where technology comes into play. Clever designing and intelligent usage of materials like aluminium and polymers limits the Diavel's weight to just 239 kilograms. Around the corners, the Diavel performs a lot better than its design suggests. The Diavel has 50mm front forks, fully adjustable for spring preload, compression and rebound damping. A 28-degree steering rake and 130mm of trail, along with 41 degrees of lean angle, means the Diavel doesn't compromise on agility, which comes in handy not only through curves but also while encountering traffic. At the rear, there's a horizontal SAX unit offering compression and rebound damping. Brembo brake setup on the Diavel consists of radially mounted 4-piston monoblock calipers pressing against twin 320mm discs. At the rear, A 265 disc is anchored in by a twin piston caliper. The bite from this setup is sharp and adequate to bring this motorcycle to stop quicker than it may seem. The feedback from the brakes is impressive, and the ABS intervention too is very subtle. While the Diavel is a great motorcycle to go touring and have a ball on the curves during the travel, the limitation of the Diavel for this purpose is its fuel tank capacity, which is just 17 liters on a motorcycle of this size. We've been getting around 10 kilometers a liter on an average, so realistically you could look at a max range of maybe 170 or 180 kilometers at best on the highway on a full tank. The Ducati Diavel, in our view then, is a stunning motorcycle that manages to merge the evil character of its design with performance that really backs up that image. Plus, it's not really a hard motorcycle to ride, as the design may suggest. It's pretty easy. With the riding modes, it is possible for someone graduating from a low displacement motorcycle to actually go out and buy this and gradually improve the riding skill and have more control over this beast. Ducati India hasn't been around for ages, but for whatever little time they have, the Diavel, they say, is one of their best-selling motorcycles. And it's not hard to understand why. For someone who likes the spirited performance of a superbike but isn't inclined for the demanding riding position that they offer, the Ducati Diavel is the perfect tool. So the Ducati Diavel isn't really a smashing value for money proposition, priced at about 18 lakhs for the Carbon edition. For about a little under 5 lakhs lesser, you can have the standard Diavel, which gives you pretty much the same package minus the carbon fiber bits. So talking about value is pretty much a pointless thing in this segment. You don't really buy these motorcycles for value. Now, being an in-betweener isn't really a great thing. But if this is what being an in-betweener stands for, I wouldn't really mind being one.